Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the mods for Friday the 15th of March. Believe it or not, they dropped quite early, but it's still taking me a while to sort one of them out. I was having some problems with it. Anyway, there's only two sets, but one of them, wow, well, you've already seen from the thumbnail. Absolutely phenomenal. Anyway, updates today. The Flatbed Service Truck by Mac Trucker 921, the Cow Barns Pack by VX Mapping, and the Big Yellow Houses by Rajo G Play have all had updates. So in front of me I have got the Deutz D06 series remake, this by blauea, 16.45 megabytes download, 10 slots each, and then 2 slots for the front loader which comes in this pack. Lovely looking tractors, they do sound really nice as well. So you'll find these under small tractors. Right there, we've got the two-wheel drive and the four-wheel drive. I've got the two-wheel drive in the darker green, the four-wheel drive in the lighter green, but 10,750, 13,750. So we've got Design 1, Design 2, Design 3. Now, on Design 1, you do have the option to change the rim colour. If we go to Design, that might be 2 and 3, let's go down. Because you've gone for a specific design, yeah, it doesn't give you the option to change the rim colour. So if you do want to mix and match yourself, you're going to want it on Design 1. If I go down to the bottom now, it gives you the rim colour option on there. So it's a small thing, but I thought I'd mention it because people will... I'll get letters if I miss things. So Design 2, Design 3. Then we've got engine setup, 55 horsepower or 60 horsepower. The options are the same on both, pretty much. Obviously, on the four-wheel drive version, you've got the chunkier tyres on the front as well. So we've got BKT, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Trelleborg, Vredestein, Nokian, back to BKT. So, on this one we have got now with the twins, it is twins on both sides, not the plough side where you have sometimes two one side, one the other. It is twins, proper, narrow, and then back to standard. Then we go to Michelin, Continental, Mitas, just has the wide and weights, Trelleborg, Vredestein, Nokian just has that, back to BKT. We have our ROPS rollover protection like that, or you've got a sort of more robust cage that you could put a canvas or something over if you wanted to in the hot weather to give yourself a bit of shade. Exhaust standard or vertical. Passenger seat left, right, both or off. Attachers, stand this on the front. You've got standard attacher, you've got a wider attacher, you've got a front weight off, then you've got front loader attacher, yes or no, that's for the front loader that comes with this. And then license plate option on there as well. We then go to the four-wheel drive. Again, same options, Design 2, Design 3 after the Design 1. I'll leave it on that one. 55 and 60 horsepower again. And like I say, the difference is being the rears will do exactly the same thing, but you've got the bigger treads on the larger tyres on the front with these. But it's the same manufacturers, same tyre options. It will just change the front ones, as you can see. We've got the same thing for the rollover protection system, same for exhaust, same for passenger seat attachers, front loader attacher, but then if you have gone for Design 1, you can change your rim colour to any one of those, like that. So, oh, that was that thing, front loader. So if we go to our front loaders, scroll across, and that one in there, the D06 front loader, 2,500, slot count 2 comes down to 1. And then we've got the different options, so depending on what you've gone for your main design, 1, 2 or 3, you can have the colour to match, or you can mix and match. It's entirely up to you. There's no actual front loader attachments that come with it, just the front loader itself. So hop in this and start it up. I do like that long curve look on that. It's very cool, and it sits on there so neatly as well. So do that, disconnect. It's all the rods for the steering and the pedals, and so well done. So lights, Lights rear, or light rear should I say. Horn you've seen, no beacons. First person, I always go say interior, but even down to where the ROPS goes on and you can see the bolt heads and the texturing on the floor and lovely. So that's a two-wheel drive. Superb. And the four-wheel drive. Lush. That's the Deutz D06 series remake by Blauea. So, next, and the last of the mods for Friday. I've still got map tours to do. It's just been... I'm not going to go into the details, but it's been horrendous. Anyway, so it'll be 3 mod reviews today. Regardless, we've got this thing. Weapon. This is epic. I was very lucky in that at Lama I got to meet RossN mods, JCB Renown, but this thing, oh, so it's like construction simulator. It's awesome. The Liebherr LTM1450 mobile crane by RossN mods, 51.82 megabytes download, 19 slots on console. Now it does refer to various things. I've spent ages trying to get this to work, and I've had a bit of a nightmare. I'm not going to lie. Because in the description it says the crane can be used with several different accessories available on Mod Hub using the big bag attacher. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know what big bag attacher it was talking about. So I went searching for it for all sorts of stuff. It then says it can also lift 20-foot, 30-foot and 40-foot containers by Hispano 82 Studio, also available on the Mod Hub. Lifting chains will automatically be installed when attaching the container. So I had a fiddle around. I got all the various different mods from Hispano and 82 Studio. I couldn't get them to attach at all. The Platinum expansion wood container sort of bracket that comes with Platinum expansion, I got that out. It will attach to that, which is really cool. What else did I get? I got a standard wood container out. And when I was searching through trying to find stuff, there were a couple of bits I thought, I am sure I've seen attachers, and I couldn't find them anywhere. But what I did find was this. This is the Crane Traverse by FS Minor. This works in more ways than one, which is really cool. And then, like I say, we've got various different containers. So we've got the completely open-sided. This is not a mod review of the containers. I've done mod reviews on these before. We've got the container which is open on the top, so grain container, auto load containers for pallets. We've got the liquids one, so whether it be fuel or whatever you want to put in those, but it will do other things as well. But anyway, that being said, it's so cool, love it. If we go down to our miscellaneous, just there, 495 grand, which I think is a pretty good price for what you get. Slot count of 19, that comes down to 1. 677 horsepower. Main colour, anything on that palette. I went for the JCB because I thought it was just sort of more of just a richer yellow. But anyway, you can go ham on this. Do what you like. If you're feeling it, go for it. More power to you. So, actually, I'm going to go back to... I'll go to the JCB. Design colour. So all the bits are about to change colour. I'm going to go... Let's go red so it stands out. So all of that is your first design colour. Then rim colour. Pick whatever you want, but I kind of went with, is it that or that? Might have been that one, I think. And then I went with a white, but again, it's entirely up to you, whatever you want to do, and a license plate option on there too. Now, comes the cool stuff. Getting into it is not done here, it's just along a little bit further. About there. There we go. So, we start the engine. Horn. Beacons. Lighting's pretty good, not gonna lie. The steering on this thing is just so cool. It's so well done. Up to 51 miles an hour, this will move. Now, obviously, depending on what map you're on, depending on the size of the vehicle shop and the entrance, exit, or the vehicle shop just itself, you may have a few problems getting this in and out on certain maps. So this is probably more for bigger maps, maps with ports and anywhere if you're doing big old forestry stuff and you want to be moving containers and things around. I don't know. It's just a brilliant addition to have. Anyway, what I'm going to do is do that. So unfold stabilizers, releases our hook in the front, puts the stabilizers out and raises it up to that section like that. I mean, that's already a big enough proposition. So this is our first view in cab. Nice, neat and tidy. Very nice indeed. Then we go to this now. This is very cool. I got in this initially, looked up and thought, oh, I mean, that's great, but I can't see the crane, even through the sun visor. That's the next view. That one, that one, that one. And then depending on obviously where you zoom into, so that one for example, I can zoom right into the head. So if you want to get really precise, it's just absolutely fantastic. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. So for let's go back to that one. So when I said about looking up and not being able to see, I need to make sure I get the right one. That one, L1, R1, and we go down, look at that. So we do that, all that. So now when we switch to that, we can set up the crane. How fantastic is that? I love that. That's a brilliant view. And such a clever feature as well. Look at it. Anyway, let's get the lights on all round. So the crane itself then. R1 and right stick side to side does your boom extension. I'm going to come down a little bit, otherwise we're going to end up in outer space. This is going to be my new vehicle for taking thumbnails. If you want to get an elevated shot, I've been using one of the fire engine mods, but this thing, whoa! So, the extension on this, we'll keep going. Actually, what I'll do, I'll switch to that. That's easier, isn't it? We can follow it right the way out, and then we'll switch. And what we'll say is when you've got things full, on full extension, be careful, because it can still tip. Let's go back again and have a look. It's wicked. It's just so cool. Back to that again. And then, so that's side to side. Then up and down, we can raise and lower to get to where we want to go to. Very nice indeed. You've then got L1, right stick side to side, and you're up and down. And then L1, R1. What was my left stick? I'm trying to remember what the left stick was. Is it something on the vehicle? L1. Oh, it was the door. I'm thinking, what was it again? It was the door, there you go. On the cab. Side our cab door open and closed. So if it's feeling a bit warm. Very nice. Right. Should we do some craneage, shall we? Now, I'm not sure if I just got lucky in the end. It might be to do with the position, the height, all sorts of things. If you get it just right, hopefully in the middle, there we go, and get it just right. There you go. It will hook up. I'll probably have to have the hook around the right way. I'm just looking at the way the hook is. So you want the hook perpendicular to the length of the vehicle. If I'd have done that, it wouldn't have swung around like that. So that's something to be aware of. And then we've got our raise now lower. But L1, R1, we can rotate that around. Like that. And we do also have the option, once you're hooked up, L1 it says tailgate auto load, close, unloading. So you can open and close the doors. Now you've got to be really careful. Whatever you do, if you've switched to this, while you're like this, while you've got something attached, do not fold stabilizer, because that will pack your crane away. And when it does it with something on the front, you get into that where you've got a massive multi-ton crane catapulted into the shadow realm. You just need to just be careful. So anyway, so you're up and down, left, right, rotate. It's all very cool. So that's your sort of, I say, standard one. I'll see if I can get the next one a little bit better. And I keep raising and lowering that, but obviously we have got the option to raise and lower using that. Detach. He says, there we go. So what we'll do now is we'll go, doesn't really matter. Let's go this way round. I might have come too close now. Let's bring that in. I'm going to show you the crane traverse, because the crane traverse you can use for IBCs, for pallets, for things like that, because the crane traverse has got tension straps. Now the tension straps go side to side, so if you look at like a H pattern, the tension straps go between the two legs of the H. So it's a case with this as well of I need to make sure I get this right as well. So again, I'm looking at where the hook is and trying to get this hook perpendicular to the hook on that. If I do that, it shouldn't rotate much. There we go. That was a lot better, wasn't it? So what we'll do is let's extend that out. Let's go that way. So for things like pallets and logs, I haven't tried it on bales yet, but I mean, I don't see any reason why not. Let's do that and then lower it. If I rotate it a little bit, and I keep going the wrong way with the rotation. There we go. If we zoom in on the head a little bit, there we go. Bring that down, and then tension straps, like that. Oh no, hang on. I'm not going to do it like that. Let's go out a bit further. There we go. And now we'll do it. There we go. Logs? No bother. Where do you want them? I mean, we can place them from one side of a map to another with this thing if you want. So you can manipulate piles of logs around if you want, pallets. Very, like I say, if you use the crane traverse, you have to be careful. You know what it's like with logs and everything like that. They can get a little bit frisky here and there. Now this works well as well with if you're not using the actual attachment for the wood. What's it called? That attachment over the back there, that brace. You can use this crane traverse for the wood pallets as well if you want to. I mean, you could probably use it for any of them if you wanted to. Let's get that probably in a better position. And like I said, the H wants to be either side. So if I rotate that, again, gone the wrong way, but that's all right. That will probably, that's better. Drop that onto the roof and sit it flat. That way, shouldn't get too much movement. Then do the tension straps. Now you do get a bit of flex, you do get a bit of movement in tension straps, but it will pick stuff up, which is just brilliant. I haven't tried a bale. Should we try a cotton bale? Let's see. You've got to be a little bit careful here and there. We'll try it with a bale. Now there is, like I say, the description says about a big bag lifter. I'm not sure which one that is. It's going to be something really obvious, something I've missed, something that comes with another mod maybe, I don't know. Will this go across both of them? We can certainly try, can't we? Let's do that, and let's do that. I love this thing. I think it's just absolutely awesome. The crane traverse does make a big difference. I'm not going to lie. Let's bring that in. We'll just drop that off. There you go. Get it just right. Now what I've got to make sure I do this time, let's get my hook perpendicular. So if I rotate that way, it shouldn't, he says, it shouldn't swing the container too much this time. If I come down like that. There we go. That was a lot better, wasn't it, than the first time? Now, I don't see any reason why either. I mean, not I've ever tried, but again, this is one of those, while I'm doing this, I'm just thinking sort of out loud. These... Oh, look at it, so good. These have tension straps. I wonder if you could drive a vehicle into this. If you've gone for one with tension straps, I don't know if I have with this one. Drive a vehicle in, close the sides up, and you could then load vehicles onto ships and, you know, whatever you want. Put them on top of... well, skyscrapers, wherever you want to. If you want to mess with someone, just grab their tractor, stick it in a container, put it up on a roof somewhere. It's up to you. But anyway, it will do that. And then our rotation, as we've already seen, put it down wherever you want. The one next to it is for grains. That's open, does have a cover. And again, we can manipulate the doors and stuff with this. It says close cover. So we can open and close the covers from the crane if we want to. And the thing is, my initial thought was there is a worry that because it mentions these by Hispano and 82 Studio, that people then start thinking, well, it's a bit of a one-trick pony, isn't it? You know, but with the crane traverse, and there's going to be other attachments, ones that I've forgotten. I'm sure there's some other crane packs where you've got the cross ones as well. So you can lift almost anything because you've got the tension straps. You can lift, yeah, like I say, pretty much anything. If I click onto that one, it will then give me the option to put the cover on or off if I want to. If you're moving grains and stuff around, let's move my hook around again, like that. Do that. There we go. Let's raise it up, and then close cover. Boom, cover on. So again, if you want to, I know we've got wheel loaders, we've got all sorts of stuff that does all this, but I know I'm just showing you everything it hooks up to, but I mean, just taking into account the crane itself, I know this mod review's 15 minutes longer than it needed to be. I could have just said, look, here it is, isn't it cool? But you just want to show it off in all its glory. Wow! And like I said, if you're into doing your thumbnails, like me, well, let me go up there. Come on, let me go up there. Oh, that's going to be a problem if I can't get up onto it. I thought I'd be able to stand on that, but it's not letting me. Up on the cab, maybe. Oh, there we go. Up onto here. So if you're doing thumbnails, you can get that elevation when you want those top-down shots, when you're trying to get a big section of a map. Because of the height of this as well, it's perfect. So it serves multiple purposes, not just moving stuff around and not just for farming. It's a big camera tripod as well. But anyway, I must stop. That's the Liebherr LTM 1450 mobile crane by RossN mods. That's it for the mods for Friday the 15th of March. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, have a wonderful weekend. And thanks for watching.